Get a
I don't know.
certificate or something? Or?
I'm not sure. I've never done it. So.
How's that feel to win that?
That's good. It's a good honor, but I realized pretty quick that at the quarterback position, it takes literally all 10 other guys to be doing their jobs for me to have any success. So if it was up to me, I would give 5 of our offensive line the award just for all they've done. They're opening up holes for Jay and I and protecting well. They've done that all year, and then our receivers are making great plays for me down the field. And so at the quarterback position, it definitely takes other people to have success in my position.
How do you explain the first 5 games versus the last 4 games? I mean, I think your rating was somewhere in the 120, 130 range. It's 190 the last 4 games. So how do you explain the difference in the last 4?
Yeah, I think we just kind of found a rhythm. Things kind of finally started to click a little bit for us and got more comfortable, more confident in the system. And I think that rhythm's huge. You get a little confidence building, and we just continue that each week. And that's shown that we're kind of starting to feel that rhythm a little bit.
Did you change something, the way you prepare, the way you approach a game, the way decisions you make on the field? Did you change something after that Air Force game?
I think just more of an attacking mindset. I think sometimes I was take a step back and try to let other guys do their job and not really take that initiative. I think that's been my focus the last few games, just being more in an attack mode and not stepping back.
Obviously, when Matt goes out, it's not good to lose one of the greatest players in school history. But how did that change your game? And it seems like some other guys have really stepped up since he went down.
Yeah, kind of like I said before. It's when he was out there, it's like, all right, I'm always wondering where number 2 is. Need to get him the ball. And now that he's not, it's I can go through my full progression and I have full confidence in everybody making plays now. And I can just go through that and not have to worry about where Matt is at all times.
Is it weird to think that that's the way it's kind of happened, that he had to go out for you to realize maybe that you can trust some of these other guys? Or?
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but sometimes that's the funny thing about this game is it works out like that, and sometimes it's for the better, but not really in his case.
Coach Sanford said after the game that it feels like you're growing more and more confident in this offense. Is that the case?
Oh, absolutely. I think everybody is. I think as a play caller, he can feel more confident in us executing, and then us out there running the plays and executing it at a higher level, it definitely builds a confidence in us that we need at this point in the year.
You talk about trusting more and more options. If you get a couple guys involved and see them produce, does it help you continue to maybe push it to other guys as well?
Oh yeah, I mean everybody. It seems like a new guy's stepping up each week and for the better, and it's been great to see who that next guy is going to be and in different spots. It's cool. It's what we need.
Who's the next guy going to be?
I don't know. We'll see.
You've run the gamut this year. You've been high, you've been low. You've kind of gone through everything. Does it help you be even-keeled to have such emotional swing this year?
Yeah, obviously you want everything to go perfect, but that's not the way this game is. And I've realized that, and I'll always continue to have that chip on my shoulder, after that, Air Force game. And when you're kind of at rock bottom almost as an offense, it's good to have a game like that. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but it is. As a program, you need to have games like that where you learn from it and you kind of get hardened by it a little bit. And I think that's been one of our big things. We've just kept that chip, and we need to continue to have that.
Being a senior and coming into October, it was your last chance to sort of leave a legacy that you'd be proud of here in terms of what you've done on the field. Were you feeling that a little bit, that you're running out of time a little bit to go out and show people what you can do?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think about it. I don't have that much longer here to play on the blue, play for these guys, and we've talked about it a lot, with the coaching staff and the seniors on this team and just being around the guys. It's like, this is pretty short-lived, so we got to make it count, and that's definitely been part of our mindset.
When you look at what you've done offensively the last 4 weeks, what do you see that's maybe a little bit different or a little bit better than what you saw earlier in the season?
I just think we're more balanced. I think in terms of our run and pass game, it's a lot more balanced, and we're having a lot more explosive plays. We're throwing the ball down the field a lot better. Guys are making tremendous catches down the field, and then Jay's always been Jay, so to complement that, it's pretty good.
So Mike was saying a difference in terms of you guys maybe tried to force things offensively a little bit against Air Force when you got behind, and from that experience a little more patient against New Mexico. Could you feel a little difference there in terms of maybe trusting it a little bit more at that point?
Yeah, that was kind of a weird game. We were down pretty much the whole game, but we never felt like we were going to lose. We knew we were going to somehow win just the way we were playing offensively, we just got to keep doing what we were doing. And there was really never a panic moment during that game, which was good to see. And you could just tell that on the sidelines. We were all, we were feeling it, and we knew we were going to come out with the win.
You were a huge part of the running game, you and then Jay, and then there was only one other carry. You two guys had all but one carry on the ground. Was that by design, or is that just the way it happened?
Kind of just the way it happened. Some of those were just scrambles from the past game for me, and then that we kind of got the zone read, game going a little bit, which was good. Get Jay the ball, and he does his thing, and it wasn't totally by design, no.
The high Saturday is supposed to be in the 30s, and then you have another 8:15 at Laramie's. Probably going to be cold next weekend. You have much experience playing in the cold? We're going to see the Peyton Manning glove or anything?
Yeah, no, I've played here for 4 years and realized it gets cold this time of year. We've been pretty lucky so far, but yeah, hopefully it won't affect us too much.
But your 35-yard touchdown run, you were pretty patient on that. You were setting up blocks and everything. It was instinctual, or?
I think it was actually pretty crazy to see. Every time I got in the open field, it was like a wall of blue and white guys blocking for me. So it was, Troy made a great block kind of on two guys there on the 5-yard line going in, and so that was cool to see. You just kind of have a convoy of guys blocking for you after I started scrambling.
You look at the San Diego State game from last year. Obviously, that was a tough first half for you guys, and you figured it out a little bit in the second half. But looking back at that game, what kind of gave you guys fits early on, and what do you got to do to correct that?
Yeah, we didn't get in a very good rhythm at all in that first half. I think we maybe had 1 or 2 possessions in that first quarter. So we got to get into a rhythm early, and just continue that. Yeah, we can't have a slow start. We can't afford to have that.
What makes that defense difficult?
They do a lot of different things. They bring a lot of different coverages and blitzes. They're very physical. They're very sound. So we got to be on our A game for sure.
It's been 2 years in a row against them. How much is that on your guys' minds this week that you've struggled against them for 2 years?
Yeah, they've had our number for 2 years, and they're a great team. It's going to be another championship weekend for us, and we have to come out and we have to be prepared as we have been all year, and we have to take that next step forward.
I know a lot of people talk about Rocky Long's defense. What does he do that makes it difficult for quarterbacks to figure out, and offensive linemen to figure out what's going on?
Yeah, anytime you bring all those exotic blitzes, it's hard to prepare for it, and the way they play, just as physical as they are up front, and the different things that they show, it can confuse you, and you got to be prepared for it, and they do a great job at doing that.
You were able to move the ball in the second half last year. What did you learn through that first half that you were able to capitalize on in the second half?
Yeah, I think it was just really the lack of possession and just the rhythm that we did not have in that first half was really kind of what held us back, and we kind of got things going in the second half, but we got to, like I said, we just got to start a lot faster this year.
How much does it help going back and looking at that tape and having played in that game before and seeing that, exotic defense?
Right, yeah, it's good to have that experience. With the last few teams we've played, I was fortunate enough to play in those games, so it gives me a little bit of experience with it. But like I said, we're going to have to really hit the film hard this week and get ready for it.
I know that you kind of acknowledge it, but do you guys notice that this team has beat you twice? I mean, I don't know the last time a team had beat you guys, this program, twice in a row.
Yeah, we've realized it. It's one of those things that it hurts for sure. So this is a big game for us, but we're going to treat it just like every other.
Doing some on Marcus Henry this week. What has he brought to this offense and the huddle, and being in that new role at center this year?
Yeah, he's done a great job. He's the leader up front. Those 5 offensive linemen. He's making all those calls up there for those guys, and he's done a great job leading that crew and really just kind of the rock for us right now.
Grant, your chemistry with Thomas, you feel like it's growing week in and week out right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I think just we're getting more comfortable for each other in the pass game, and I can trust him with those down the field throws, and I know where he's going to be on his routes, and it's good to have that chemistry, especially with Matt going down.
He's kind of surprising almost as an athlete. When he goes up, especially the back shoulder throws or the jump ball throws, it almost just kind of hangs there for a second or floats almost.
Yeah, he's an amazing athlete. I mean, you wouldn't really know that. He's kind of deceptive, and he's got great speed. He can jump. I mean, it's kind of crazy to watch him do the things he does.
Does that deception help him against maybe defenses?
I think so. I don't know. Yeah, he's done a really good job.
On that 2-point conversion, the one where Reese went out wide, was that supposed to be a pass to the left, I guess, and then you just tucked it because nobody was open? Or?
Yeah, nobody was open. It was kind of you take a shot and hopefully they fall into some sort of trick play, but it's all right. It didn't work out.
Where is your confidence, your comfort level today versus a month ago, 2 months ago with this offense, with your own game?
Yeah, it's a lot better. I think we're all feeling that, just more comfortable in this system, and with the way things are going right now, we're in a bit of a rhythm, and we just got to continue that.
How much does that help you on the field? The momentum you have and the confidence you've been able to build here over the last few weeks.
Yeah, it's huge, and especially this last stretch here. This is a good time to start getting in that rhythm, and we definitely need that here for this month.
You know, about a year and a half ago, I mean, you know, you were kind of still that number 2 guy. How much have you enjoyed the process of being the number 1, being a college quarterback? And as you look at it over the last year and a half, has it been more difficult to deal with, you know, maybe some ups, some downs, and just maintain?
Oh, it's been a blast, I think. I think this is why every, college, or any high school quarterback wants to come and play college football for us, is the experience of a lifetime. All the ups and downs have been really good. I've tried to embrace both ways, and so for me, it's been really a great experience, and I wouldn't change anything for the world, really.
Have you always had this calm, flat level demeanor, or have you learned that from somebody?
I think I've always had it. I've learned it, probably from my dad, my grandfather, and then Kellen. I think just you kind of admire those people that have gone through ups and downs and are successful, and you can just see how they handle themselves and the way they carry themselves. That's kind of how I wanted to be, and so I've just learned from those guys, I think.
So your dad's a high school coach. What's your grandfather's connection, or is he just love even killed guy?
No, he's a farmer down by Eugene in Harrisburg, Oregon. But he's been to every one of my games this year. Him and my grandma, they've traveled all over and watched me play. I'm blessed to have them, doing that and supporting me. And but he's been around my whole life supporting me. Both my grandparents have.
Do your parents get to go to all the games, or just your grandparents?
No, my parents have too. But the Friday night games, my dad's had to stay back and coach. So now he'll be at the rest of them now.